Do you mind terribly, Gregory, but I just had to get out in the fresh air again. All those horrible things in there in the tower, the torture chambers, the beheading blocks.
Are you sure that's why you wanted to leave?
Oh, yes.
That young man back there, he nodded to you. Who was he, Paula?
Oh, I don't know. He seemed to know me, but
Do you usually bow to people you don't know?
No, I suppose I'd met him somewhere.
Are you telling me the truth?
Of course. Why should I lie?
You smiled at him. I wonder why.
Oh, I did it without thinking, Gregory. I don't know why I did it.
Like the other things.
What other things?
Oh, nothing, darling. Only I've been noticing you're quite forgetful lately.
Forgetful?
Well, losing things and... Oh, now, please, don't look so concerned, dear. It's nothing. You get too tired and...
Yes, that's probably what it is. I get tired. I'm tired now. Gregory, can we go home now?
Oh, we still haven't seen the crown jewels. They're in that building up there.
They are? How do you know?
What did you say?
I said, how do you know? You haven't been here before.
The guide told us inside. But are you becoming suspicious, Paula, as well as absent-minded?
No, of course not, Gregory.
After we see the jewels, we'll go home. Oh, jewels are wonderful things, Paula. Yes, a man could sell his soul for jewels and find that he has made not too bad a bargain. Well, you were right, Paula. There's nothing more beautiful than London sunshine.
And I had to spoil the day by bringing you home so early.
Won't you lie down now and rest for a while?
Yes.
Would you like me to stay with you? Not go out this evening?
No, you go to your studio as usual. Gregory, can you really compose in that little room you've rented?
Of course. I have a piano. That's all I really need.
I wish you'd let me see it sometime.
Oh, Paula, you might let me have your brooch so I can have it repaired.
Yes, of course. I'll get it for you right now. But I don't understand this.
What's the matter?
But, Gregory, I can't find it.
What?
Well, it must be here in my bag. I'll turn everything out just right. I know it was here. I couldn't have lost it. It must be him.
Sure it is.
No, it's gone. Gregory, it's gone.
Oh, Paula, didn't I tell you?
But
how did you come to lose it?
I must have pulled it out with something. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Gregory. Please forgive me.
Oh, my dear, it's not as serious as that. It was not valuable.
No, but your present to me, your mother's brooch, I don't remember opening my bag. You did put it there, didn't you?
Well, don't you even remember that?
Yes, of course I do. But suddenly I'm beginning not to trust my memory at all.
No, I tell you, you're just tired, that's all. Don't worry so, Paula. Don't worry.
You rang for me, ma'am.
What time is it, Elizabeth?
Close to 9 o'clock, ma'am. How do you feel?
I'm all right.
You look fine to me, Mrs. Anton.
Has the master left yet?
Yes, ma'am. A little while ago.
Please see that he has plenty of coal on the grate in his room, won't you?
You already told me, ma'am.
When did I tell you?
After dinner. Don't you remember?
Oh, yes. Elizabeth?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you just turn the gas up in the hall?
Why, no, Mrs. Anton.
Oh, the light here in the room, it just went down. The way it always does when another light is turned up.
I didn't touch it.
Oh, but this one went down. Or perhaps Nancy lit another jet in the kitchen.
It couldn't have been her. This is her evening off.
Oh, yes, that's right. Good night, Elizabeth.
Good night, ma'am.
Elizabeth?
Yes, ma'am?
What's that? That noise. Listen.
Noise, ma'am?
Yes, can't you hear? It's coming from up there, from the attic. Like footsteps and things being moved around.
But, ma'am, the attic's all boarded up.
But I tell you, I hear something. Elizabeth!
My hearing, ma'am, it's not too good, you know.
Oh, you hear very well when I speak to you?
Yes, ma'am. I've gotten so I can tell from a person's lips what they're saying.
It's stopped now. Yes, it's gone. Well, You may go, Elizabeth. I'm very sorry.
Please, ma'am, is there anything I can do?
No, nothing. Good night.
Good night. I hope you rest, ma'am.
What is happening to me? I must be ill. I must be... Oh, no.
In the few days that have passed, the sedate little community called Thornton Square has seen a new visitor, a discreet young man with innocent questions, but who, for some reason, has avoided the residence of Mr. and Mrs. Gregory Anton. At the moment, the young man is in the office of the superintendent of Scotland Yard.
Now, look here, Cameron. The Alquist case is ancient history. What's causing your sudden interest in a murder that happened 10 years ago?
Oh, it's hard to say, sir. It impressed me very much at the time, probably because I'd met Alice Alquist.
Oh?
I was just a boy. I know it sounds foolish, but I still think she was the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. Do you wonder why I was startled when I saw that girl last week in London Tower? The girl who might be the twin sister of Alice Alquist 15 years ago?
And what does that prove?
Nothing, I'm afraid. But number 9 Thornton Square is no longer an empty house.
The girl's her niece. The house belongs to her.
Well, it's just a feeling I have that something peculiar is going on.
Because that nosy old maid, Miss Thwaites, because she thinks so. Oh, come now, Cameron.
Yes, I'm afraid Miss Thwaites' suspicions are somewhat distorted by her frustrated ambitions to go calling on the Antons. But they've been very careful to avoid visitors. I wonder why.
Well, stop wondering. We gave up the case as hopeless. As for the matter of jewels, that was dropped by the order of a most important personage.
Jewels? What jewels?
Oh, they'd been given to Alice Alquist by someone very highly placed. Crown jewels of of another country. They disappeared.
That's why she was murdered.
Who'd murder a woman for jewels that are far too famous to dispose of?
But they've never turned up.
No, now run along, Brian. I'm very busy.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you, sir. Oh, Williams.
Yes, sir?
Where's your duty these days, Williams?
Still in the East End, sir.
How'd you like a more fashionable beat? One that includes Thornton Square.
Oh, very much, sir.
It also includes a pretty young housemaid named Nancy Frost. She might be susceptible to a policeman's uniform, and I need information.
Well, now, sir,
Say nothing about it. We'll see what can be done.
If you want coal on the fire, Paula, why don't you ring for the maid?
I'm sorry, Gregory. I didn't mean to wake you.
Oh, well, now that you have interrupted my nap, we may as well be comfortable. Now, please, pull the bell cord.
Oh, but it seems so unnecessary.
What are servants for, Paula? Answer me. What do you suppose servants are for?
To do things, to serve us, I suppose.
Exactly.
It's only I think we should consider them a little. Oh, don't be cross with me.
I'm not cross with you. Oh, there are a lot of things.
You ring, sir?
No, your mistress rang. Well, my dear, tell Nancy why you rang her for.
A little coal on the fire, please, Nancy.
Yes.
Well, Nancy, tonight is your night out, isn't it?
That's right, sir.
Whom are you seeing tonight, Nancy? They have changed the policeman on the beat. Is his heart going to be added to the list of those you've broken?
I don't know I've broken any, sir.
Oh, no, I'm sure that's not true. That complexion of yours, that's something not quite true also. Oh, you do it very cleverly. In fact, I'm hoping you'll pass your secret on to your mistress and help her get rid of her pallor.
I'm sure I'd be pleased to do anything I can, sir.
Gregory, how can you talk to Nancy like that?
But, my dear, you're so anxious to regard the servants as your equals, I thought I would treat her as
No
one.
wonder that girl despises me the way you encourage her in it.
Despises
Her whole
you?
manner, the way she looks at me.
Looks at you? Paula, you're not imagining things again. You're not, are you?
Of course I'm not.
Paula, don't turn away. You must have this out. Do you really think Nancy despises you? Paula?
No, Gregory.
Well, I'm glad of that. It hurts me when you're ill and fanciful.
I beg your pardon.
Nancy, have you been there listening to us?
Oh, no, sir. Miss Thwaites is calling. She wants to know if the mistress is at home.
Oh, that old busybody again?
She has her nephew with her, a Mr. Cameron.
Tell them Mrs. Anton is not at home.
Gregory, really, she's been
Oh,
so
if you let her in once, you'll always have to have her. And I do not want people all over this house. Well, don't stand there, Nancy.
Yes, sir?
I would have liked to have seen her.
But, my dear, I thought you were only trying to be polite. Why didn't you say you really wanted to see her?
How could I? In front of that girl,
Paula, you must get over this ridiculous fear of the servants. All you had to say was, show her in, Nancy. Well, am I right?
Yes, Gregory.
You wouldn't have had time to see her anyway.
Why not?
You'll want to dress. We're going out tonight.
We are? Oh, you didn't tell me, or have I forgotten?
Paula, you silly child. Of course you haven't forgotten. Look, theater tickets. A surprise for you. We're going to the theater tonight.
Oh, Gregory. Oh, wonderful. Oh, my darling.
And you thought I was being cruel to you.
No, you're not cruel.
Keeping people away from you. Making you a prisoner.
I'm sorry.
It's been days since I've heard you laugh like this.
It's been days since I've been so happy. I want to laugh. I want to dance. What is it, Gregory?
The wall. Something is missing from the wall.
Missing?
Oh, Paula, I don't want to upset you. If you will put things right when I'm not looking, we'll assume it didn't happen.
But what?
You mean you don't know?
No, I... The little picture's been taken down again. Who took it down? Why?
Why, indeed. Why was it taken down before? Paula?
But I haven't taken it. Why should I, Gregory? I swear... No, don't ring for the servants.
I must.
No, please. Oh, Gregory, don't shame me before the servants again.
Will you stop being hysterical?